Hello chums, and welcome to the Gran Turismo 7 Power Pack DLC. I wanted to give this expansion its own series of videos to really sink my teeth into things. It's priced at £25 or €30/$, and I'll leave it up to you to decide whether that price is fair or not. As we all know, the Power Pack adds 50 new events with a more realistic, professional format than the World Circuits events. One thing I will get out of the way very quickly is to let you know that you cannot use your own cars. Each event gives you a choice of 3 cars with differing performance levels, and you can't adjust any settings other than driver assists. So, for this first video, I'll simply go through the basics. You have a choice of 6 different branches on this automotive tree of life, which are Tuning, Japan/Asia, Europe, United States, Nürburgring, and Historic. Completing each event will earn you up to 20 stars depending on your results. Each event completed will unlock the next branch on that particular tree. Some branches are events and some are rewards, requiring a certain number of stars to claim. Of the 37 total rewards, 6 of them are the new cars that have been added exclusive to this DLC. All 6 of them are heavily modified variations of pre-existing cars, so whichever car you want first should probably dictate which branch of the tree you go down first. The United States branch will net you the Desert Racer Volkswagen Beetle and the 2015 Ford Mustang American Racer. The Historic branch will fairly quickly earn you the C10 Skyline GP tuned. The Europe branch will win you the Porsche 930 Turbo Rally. The Japan-Asia branch will net you the Toyota AE86 detuned, which I assume means drift. And finally, the Tuning branch will earn you the Toyota Supra GT road car, which was my priority. Once you've picked an event and car combo, they all follow a similar formula. You get an hour of free practice, which you can skip at any time. During free practice, you can see roughly how the other cars are performing to get an idea of where you will likely qualify. You then get the qualifier, which for the first events are roughly 10 minutes, though this will be increased for longer circuits. And your time in this event dictates where you start on the final grid. Once you've set a lap that you're happy with, you have the option of speeding up time to skip past the rest of the qualifying session. Then you have the race itself. To start with, these are very short indeed, and as you go further down each branch, you'll find longer and longer races. In terms of the events themselves, you are given a choice of 3 cars. This is supposed to act as your difficulty slider, while the ability of your Sophie AI opponents will remain the same. Basically, the middle car is intended to put you roughly on par with Sophie, and the easy car gives you a noticeable power advantage. Meanwhile, the hard car puts you noticeably down on power, forcing you to make up time in the corners. As far as I can tell so far, picking the more difficult options does not give you any extra rewards, except for a slight boost to credit payouts. This is not really worth it, since there are a number of events in the main game which will earn you cash much faster. So basically, either pick the fastest car, or the car that you like the most. It's not necessary to hobble yourself with the slowest car for the sake of completionism, unless you specifically want the challenge. Whilst we're on the subject of difficulty, it's worth mentioning that the difficulty is a bit all over the place. So far I've completed 5 events in the tuning branch because I wanted that Supra. In the first event at Dragon Trail, I used the Hyundai Elantra, which is the slowest car, assuming that it wouldn't be that difficult, and I was humbled rather quickly. I just qualified first, but 2 of my opponents immediately blew past me on the start. While I did make some mistakes on the first lap, I was fairly consistent the rest of the time, but the other Elantra is much faster in a straight line. If I had to guess, that car has 50 horsepower more. Switching to the Group 4 Mazda 3, which was the easiest car, allowed for a fairly comfortable win, albeit by only about 4 to 5 seconds. The next event, at Willow Springs meanwhile, was, frankly, awful. I used the Mazda 3 again, assuming that I would have another fairly easy win, and it ended up being a complete pain in the arse. Taking the slowest Hyundai Elantra renders the event almost impossible, at least for a regular half-wit like myself. The event immediately devolves into a chase the rabbit format, with the Sophie Elantra pissing off into the distance. In the end I got bored, restarted and punted the Elantra off, and then had a semi-decent battle with the other Sophies. While these events are intended to be challenging, you can quite simply barge your opponents out of the way without any consequences. Whether this is also the case in the later events, I'm not sure. With that in mind, I went to the next event at Grand Valley and picked the fastest car, the Lancer Evo, expecting to get my arse handed to me, and then proceeded to win by 30 seconds. The same thing then happened at the Mount Panorama race with the same set of cars, and the Trial Mountain race with the Roof RGT. so be aware that there are some massive difficulty spikes and troughs. Once you've gotten far enough to win a prize car, it then becomes available for purchase. So, for example, the Supra GT road car is now available to me for 3 million credits. It's quite nice, by the way. Either way, that's a quick introduction to the Power Pack. I'll be uploading more videos on some of the events depending on how much I make a complete tit of myself. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it helped. Please do like, subscribe, and feel free to shitpost in the comments because it's all engagement at the end of the day. Take care of yourself, and ta-ra.